Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we'll look at an instructive game. It was played by a student of mine yesterday at the Missouri Class Championship. It was a game which clinched him first place in his section and a $200 prize. His name is Ethan. He keeps getting better and better, and this was one of his better tournaments. His opponent was rated in the mid-1300s USCF. It was actually a pretty instructive game. So let's take a look. E4, C6, we have the Caro Kann. Ethan plays the main move, pawn d4. Black plays d5, that's the point of the Caro Kann to challenge the center. Now we have a choice. We can take, we can push, or we can defend. Ethan takes, Black takes. Now again, Ethan has a choice. He can play the Panov Botvinnik attack, which looks similar to the Queen's Gambit. Or he can play a more positional approach with Bishop d3 and pawn c3, which is what he does. That's a very, very nice bishop. Black plays knight c6, attacking our pawn. Ethan defends, makes sense, pawn c3. Black develops the knight. And now Ethan plays a very instructive move. If you notice, this bishop would like to come out before Black plays this move. But he can't go here. He could sort of go here, which is why Ethan plays a weird looking move, pawn h3. He says, now your bishop cannot play. And Black can play this in two ways. Black can play g6 to prepare bishop f5, or he can do what he did in this game, which is pawn e5, challenging the center. Well, we need to take. If we don't, Black might take, Black might push, so taking is the best move by far. If Black takes back. Now, Black has an isolated pawn, but also Black has nice piece development. So it's not clear who would this benefit more. Ethan plays the main move in the position knight f3, developing the knight, getting ready to castle. Now, an important point which Ethan figured out during the game is that in the isolated queen-pawn positions, we like to trade a lot of pieces, because then we can just target this weak pawn. This pawn could be strong, this pawn could be weak. If you imagine this position with only rooks and queens, we can then attack this pawn. Right now, this pawn gives Black a lot of space. So, what does Black do? Black says, well, going to trade the knight for the bishop. I have two bishops. That makes Black happy, but it also makes Ethan happy because he gets one of his trades. Queen d3. Black decides to play bishop e6. He's worried about his pawn, so he reinforced. Ethan castled. Black got ready to castle bishop e7. And Ethan wants more trades, so he played bishop g5, which is okay. Black played queen b6. Now this is an instructive moment. Ethan decided not to take any risks and just defend the pawn. In fact, we can let this pawn go. Play knight g2. Why? Because if Black takes, now we can play rook b1. If Black takes this pawn, he will lose his queen. So here, this is the only safe spot. And now we trap the queen. Let's go back. So Black cannot take. If Black goes here, we get our pawn back. And now we have a very nice rook. Okay, but Ethan decided to take a safe path. He played queen c2, dropped the queen back, and defended the pawn. Black castled. Makes sense. Ethan developed all his pieces, knight g2. Rook c8. Black puts the rook across from our queen. Ethan went to trade, so he played queen b3, which is fine. Black avoided trade, because again, with isolated queen pawn, you don't really want to trade. And now Ethan played a very nice move. He put his knight in front of an isolated pawn. If you're ever playing against isolated queen pawns, it's a good idea to put a knight in front of them. Why? Because no one can get rid of this knight, and this knight controls a lot of squares. So knight g4, rook e8 by black, putting the rook on an open line. Ethan decided to trade, and it's actually very instructive. Takes, and then knight f3. At first, if you argue that bishops are better than knights, black should be better in this position, but look at the white knights. This knight is in the middle. It's reinforced by the other knight. This bishop is not very good. So what does black do? Well, black played b6, which is kind of a move. It doesn't do too much. Ethan developed his rook. Very good. And black played queen d7. And maybe in some world black might sacrifice. Ethan shouldn't really care about it, because black doesn't really have a follow, but he took that threat seriously and just said, I don't want to think about it, I'll reinforce. And black played the weird looking move. He played rook c4. And white has a number of moves here. He can improve this rook, he can start lifting this rook, but Ethan again trying to trade. He plays knight e5, attacking this rook. Black decided to pin. Ethan unpinned. And now black actually played not well, he should move the rook. I suspect that he possibly forgot that when the pawn moved, the knight was no longer pinned. So black came up with a very weird move here, which was bishop c8. It's not clear to me why. Okay, Ethan said, sure, I'll take your rook. That makes sense. Black at least grabs the pawn. Ethan dropped the king back. Well, you can't take this guy because you get mated. So black saved the rook. Rook d8. Ethan played queen b5 with an obvious threat. And black stopped the threat. And now Ethan finished this game in style. I'll pause and have you find it. I hope all of you were able to find the pretty sacrifice. Queen takes bishop, because black cannot take back, because we checkmate. Ethan's opponent resigned. Ethan won $200. He got his rating even higher. He's now almost 1400 USCF. Instructive moments for you. I hope you learned about the ideas in the exchange Caro Kann. Also remember sometimes knights could be better than bishops. Also remember this important point is that the knight belongs in front of an isolated pawn. And to Ethan, keep getting better and better. And I can't wait to see how good you will get. Thank you everyone. Please like, please subscribe. I'll be back soon. Thank you.